Hey, everybody. I'm sorry about the mess up. We are now in module three, and it's acting and auditioning. So I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to jump right into our audition module. So here we go. Auditions to casting. They like me. They really like me. Here we see some folks auditioning for a show. So, to find out about auditions, this is what happens to begin with. You're going to see maybe in industry documents and magazines like backstage.com. That's something that you can find online, backstage.com, playbill.com, and they have auditions and casting calls. So here to our left, we see an audition board and it says casting characters. Um, this is a casting call. So you're going to look at a casting call and you're going to look at the age. What age range are they asking for the character? It helps to make you know if you fit the role. I would not audition for someone ages 10 to 12 years old, right? You wouldn't either. But you wouldn't audition for someone 45 to 55. I would. You might. Some of you might. If you, I don't know everybody's age in here. Um, Understand the vocal type that's required. When you have a musical theater casting call, they're going to say what vocal range you need to be in. And then you're also going to take note of any special skills that are needed. These could be, include things like dance skills, stage combat, being able to play a musical instrument. It could be as simple as, do you have a driver's license so that you can get yourself to and from the set? So here's an example of a casting call for child actors for Abbott Elementary episode filming in Philadelphia. So there we have the awesome actresses from Abbott Elementary. Oops, sorry. Um, Here we go. Casting call, child actors for Abbott Elementary episode in Philadelphia. Job description: seeking children aged 6 to 14 to appear in an upcoming episode of the hit TV series Abbott Elementary. This is an exciting opportunity for young actors to gain on-set experience and be part of a nationally recognized show. Filming will take place in Philadelphia, and all applicants must be local to the area. So if you're sitting in Huntsville and you have a little brother or sister or person in your life that's ages 6 to 14, unless they're going to be in Philadelphia, right, they would not audition for this piece. The responsibilities of the job: participate in scenes as a background person or featured role. So it could be either way. You could be in the background or you might get a line. Follow the directions from the production team. Maintain professionalism on the set while interacting with the cast and crew. The requirements for the job: must be a child age 6 to 14, must be a local person in Philadelphia, and when you respond to the casting call, you must include Abbott in the subject line of the email. The compensation: what are you going to get paid? You get paid. Rate details will be provided once you get picked. And the compensation is the experience, the chance to be on on a popular television show. So, what if you have to come in and bring a monologue? A monologue is one person talking, not a dialogue, not a scene. One person talking for about a minute or two. That's how long monologues usually are for auditions. You wouldn't come in with something longer than that unless it asked it of you in the casting call, which we just went over. When you pick your monologue, you're going to pick something that aligns with your strengths and the character that you're auditioning for. So, for instance, in that Abbott Elementary casting call, a 14-year-old person is going to pick a monologue that's by a 14-year-old person in a play or in a TV show or in a film to present at their audition. You want to keep it concise. Like I said, it should be 1 to 2 minutes long. That way you can do a really bang up job in a really short amount of time and really gain their attention and give a great performance. You never do an audition unmemorized. You want to memorize the piece and try not to look down if you do have them and you're doing a self tape. You want to know it inside and out so they know they can depend on you, that you're professional, that you know what the character is about, so you always memorize. What to wear? What should you look like when you go on auditions? You need to dress professionally. Outfits that are professional yet comfortable, allowing you to move freely during the auditions. You don't want to wear really high heels to an audition. Even if the character might call for something like that, you don't want to have any kind of problem getting up on stage or standing in front of the casting people. You want to make sure everything fits well, everything's clean, that you're pressed. So you iron your outfit if it's a outfit that needs to be ironed. You want to opt for neutral colors. Um, you don't want to have something that like a icon shirt, with different things on it that's real busy because you want it to focus on you. And this is particularly for a self tape. You want to have something that's completely blank, kind of like what I'm wearing right now. I have on a black sweater. Um, would be great up against a backdrop like this white wall that I have. You want your hair and makeup to be simple, not over the top. You want to just enhance the way that you look, nice and neat. When you're going to an audition and you're going to be in person, you want to be on time. In theater, we always say early, 10 minutes early is on time. So, arriving early for an audition is crucial as it allows you to figure out what kind of environment you're going to be working in. And so you can breathe and kind of get your bearings straight before you have to go in and do your work for them. It shows the people that are auditioning that you're professional. You understand the audition process, you respect their time. It creates a really good first impression on casting directors, showcasing your commitment and reliability as a performer. To warm up, actors always do a pre audition warm up. So you want to warm up so that the first time that you talk that day is not in front of the casting director. You want to do some vocalization. You want to breathe. You want to do a physical warm up of some sort so that your body is nice and loose. It'll also calm you down because you are human. And if you are human and you are going in front of a bunch of people you don't know to share your work, you're probably going to be a little bit nervous. And by warming up, you can take care of some of that anxiety. And so you can warm up your voice, your body, your mind. And I'm going to post a couple of videos in this module so that you can play along and warm up with some great warm ups I've got on YouTube for you. What's most important is that you think about making a great impression. There is nobody else like you. You are the only you there is, so be you. Take you with you. That is a quote from Kenny Leon, the famous Broadway director. Be warm, genuine. Your first impression, be a person they want to work with. Be confident. Don't apologize. Just go in the room and be ready to work. Maintain eye contact with the people that you're going to be auditioning for and be polite and respectful. Not fako, but just polite. Be someone that's nice to work with. When you're actually performing, we want to make sure that you're heard. So know that you belong in the room. Use your full voice with confidence and engage your audience. Remember, confidence and in being in the room is half the battle, actually. Make acting choices. Show the people that you're auditioning for that you're prepared, you understand the character, and you can make big, bold acting choices. Use your body language and your voice. Share your emotions of the character and your intentions. Show them who the character is. Don't explain to them who the character is before you do the monologue. Show them full performance. Listen. If you get interrupted or stopped and the director gives you a something to do, listen to what they say and then try to deliver it. That's usually a great opportunity because the director's like, I see something here. Let me try something. That's a good sign. And so you want to be able to really listen and implement the note. Be sure that you're managing your nerves. Take big breaths before you go in. Have your water with you. Make sure that you are ready to be there and that your nerves are managed. A callback. Once you've auditioned and you've killed it, you've done great, you might get a callback. And callbacks are when the director will call people back to look at all the different folks that they have enjoyed the audition for and try to put the story, the people for the story together. They are just as serious as the initial audition. You don't have the part yet. You've just been called back in. You take some time to review your previous performance that you did in your previous audition to figure out what your strengths were and anything that you thought you might could improve on and rehearse it before you go to the callback. Be prepared for the director to stop you or to give you instructions at the beginning of your callback. Be ready to implement those recommendations because the director is the keeper of the entire thing. So that director has a vision for what is trying to be accomplished in the story. Consider all the feedback that you receive or any kind of direction and then implement it into your performance that already got you in the door. And then after you audition and then you get your call back, there's a cast list. Sometimes it's posted on the internet. Sometimes it's emailed to you. Sometimes in live theater and you auditioned live, it will be posted near the theater on a callback, on a call board. Regularly check for the cast list to stay informed about your audition results. Use the specific method that they've told you that you're going to be communicated with, email, online, in person, and understand that not being cast is an opportunity to grow and learn. It's not personal. A lot of times, directors have a really hard time casting roles because they're trying to fit a vision that they have for a lot of different reasons for a story. What does happen that's wonderful in an audition is that you got feedback. The artists in the room will usually give you some feedback on what you are doing and the notes they gave you to try to implement in the audition. And you can say, you need to do some reflecting and go, I did that really well. I was proud of myself for being confident when I walked in the room. Or even, I loved that shirt I wore and they liked it too. I'm going to wear that again for other auditions. And then also consider taking acting lessons or workshops that will give you an opportunity to practice and refine your skills. And so, one of your assignments for this week is the journal. Explain what role you're perfect for and why you're perfect for it. What role have you always looked at and gone, boy, I'd really be good at that? I think that guy was good, but I have a lot of those same attributes, or I can hear myself saying those words. That's that assignment. You also have a self-tape journal. And so there's some videos this week for you to watch and to write a journal about. What is it that you're going to learn about self-tapes in those videos? And what will you do when you make your own self-tape, which is the final assignment in this module? The self-tape is a monologue that is from the movie The Breakfast Club, and you're going to perform it and you're going to record yourself and you're just going to use your phone to record yourself. So go ahead, get started with this module, and I look forward to seeing everything that you do. Take care.